I think it's actually recording this time. Welcome. Finally, I'm getting to record one of my favorite games.
Flesh, bone, bound together with the oddest magical incantation. This wretched book is where it all began so long ago. Before time, before humanity. I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia, ignorant of so much and dependent on so few. The Guardians grow restless, their time once again near. Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity.
Okay, so Eternal Darkness, one of my favorite. It's gotta be top 3 GameCube games. I don't think it did too well when it came out, but
Remember me, Alex.
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LaGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
Miss Roivas, I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course, this way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see. Miss Roivas, is that your grandfather, Edward?
Yes, it's him. He's wearing our family ring. I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. Now, none of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. Ugh, we don't have a single clue.
Well, you better find out who did this. I'm not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
Okay. Yeah, this game was ahead of its time, in my opinion, because I feel like they were one of the first ones that did like a sanity meter, which is a huge basis on this game. But yeah, poor Silicon Knights. They either dissolved or they went bankrupt, one of the two, because I forget which game it was, but pretty much they made a game and used the Unreal Engine, and then Unreal sued them, and they were like, you know, we'll redo the game not using your stuff, and there was an investigation, and they were, so I mean, I feel like it was Too Human or something like that, but yeah, like, there was a Kickstarter for a second Eternal Darkness a few years ago, and I don't know if it was a scam or what, or if they didn't get the funding, but they did not, it ended up not being made. Okay. So, the clock in the main hall was at 3:33, and actually, if you go back and look at the cutscene where she wakes up, it was also 3:33. So that's the answer to this puzzle. And I'll be doing these episodes. There's actually 13 players. Pretty much, the story is that there are these celestial beings, and they're pretty much trying to claim the world, yeah, they were worshipped as gods, and pretty much you will pick your final boss. Well, final boss. You're gonna pick your path in this next portion.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality, to see those who dwell behind. My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone. I was once a fool. Where is quies candamest? Where is conservandain? Facusatis aquae sumat, et animus eorum conferma. Pugna huis Diasit modo prima multarum, si inceptum conficiamus.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus.
Volo res
I would like to
militaris.
compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient.
That's probably not good. Alright. So, it's funny, this is like the little tutorial of like how to fight and stuff, even though you fight a bunch of things before they even teach you. So before Dead Space this game was the target the limbs system. So yeah, first time that they will shoot, even in that dream sequence, they threw like 6 or 7 of them skeletons at you. So pretty much, if you chop their heads off, and this will come into play later on. When the sanity meter gets introduced, if the enemy is looking at you, you will start to lose sanity. I don't even think I have a sanity meter yet. I don't even have a health meter yet. Okay. So yeah. You chop their heads off, they can't look at you. It saves you from losing sanity. But there are enemies, depending on which path you take, that even if you chop their head off, they can still take your sanity. You recover sanity by finishing them off, but it's not enough, like it doesn't all come back. But pretty much you hold the right trigger, and you can focus on what part of them you want to target. So chop off the arms. You can't chop their legs off or anything. Arms, head, torso are the targets. It was more just these 3. Yep. So the at the end of this chapter, I'll get to make a choice. These granite blocks are the elements that you get to choose. There's magic, sanity, health. And each of those has its own, I guess, enemy set would be the purple one is all of the ones combined. So it's, if you use a Manta Rock, which is what it's called, then it gives you everything: magic, sanity, health back. Yeah, so there's actually, I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say there 4 playthroughs you do, because you'll pick every element. I know there's at least 3 playthroughs. I don't know if you actually get to pick the 4th as, but yeah, if you want 100% the game, which this was before trophies and achievements and all that stuff, you would need to play this 3 times through. I don't think they did like a 100% ending. Yeah, but to attack in this game, you'll hold right trigger and then hit A, which I'm playing on, like a legitimate GameCube. Like, I'm not a huge fan of emulators, but I'll use one if I absolutely have to. There's just something about using the real thing, the whole piracy thing. Blah blah blah, but yeah, so that was teaching me how to use the limb system, even though we've already been using it for what, 10 minutes now. Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, try what you've learned on these guys. Oh yeah, if you chop their heads off, they will swing on their own guys. Yeah, he just murdered Buddy. Each element has its own weakness. It's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors deal when it comes to fighting. Once you get like different spells and stuff. I said yes, push the button. What happened here?
Eons have passed since then, and I have learned much. I was once as naive as a child, but now my mind is sharp. With the power of Xalatoth, I can now read the thoughts of others and make them raving mad with a mere suggestion. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it on this this episode, because I'm gonna do it in portions based on, you know, per character or whatever. But yeah, the very next one is right here on the wall. I'm gonna go ahead and save it as well. And yeah, as you can see, got a couple of the playthroughs. Oh, I guess there's my answer. Yeah, you're doing, the ones that are flashing are the ones that are active. So that one is done. So I guess you can't actually pick the purple one. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you.